A former Israeli space security chief, retired Israeli general and current professor Haim Eshed, has sent eyebrows shooting heavenward by saying that Earthlings have been in contact with extraterrestrials from a galactic federation. Haim said, the unidentified flying objects have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready yet. This is according to an interview in Hebrew that ran on Friday and gained traction after parts were published in English by the Jerusalem Post on Tuesday. Question for Haim, if they said they didn't want you to tell us, seems like sort of a risk to reveal it now, buddy. We've got more, but Brian, what do you think?
Can you please put the graphic back up? I thought that was a very, very accurate depiction of the White House Christmas party.
Can we see the B-roll, everybody?
Back up. There it is. Hey everybody,
no, Brian.
Merry Christmas from the White House. Yeah. Anyway,
okay. It's accurate insofar as only one person is wearing a mask, but they are all social distancing, so I'm not sure that's totally accurate.
That is true. Listen, I'm watching Heaven's Gate: Cult of Cults on HBO right now, and this belief that aliens are coming and they're taking us to the next level or wherever they're going to take us is so widely held. It's beyond mocking at this point. So. My only hope for the entire UFO industry, which is its own industrial complex, is that I hope Trump got the documents about Area 51 and the alien they're keeping alive there, and I hope he busts that thing wide open. If there's one thing I hope he does, it's that, because you know that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get into the vaults at Area 51.
It's funny because there is a little bit about Trump in this in just a moment. I feel like the fact that we've gotten this far into Trump's term, and Trump is a guy who casually declassifies stuff in random conversations, and a guy who really likes attention. I feel like it's harder to sustain the belief that anything cool or interesting that the government's been hiding actually exists, because I feel like he would have revealed it. I mean, he's not a very curious person.
He would have.
So
doesn't that depress you? There was a piece in the Times yesterday or the day before, like whatever happened to him exposing the whole JFK assassination. What he said he was going to go into the file cabinets and pull those files and take a look at them. And so none of that stuff, we've been deprived of the answers to all of the conspiracy theories of our time. But yet somehow History Channel and Discovery Channel still get to make TV shows about it. So this should put an end to everything, because you're right. He would have told those truths. He would have told them all, and they're not there.
And they're not there. And the thing is, we know something's there. So here is the most frustrating thing. If you are either a conspiracy theorist or a rational person, both groups should be frustrated by this. Donald Trump is a guy that is super interested in conspiracy theories. He watches Newsmax and OAN every day. He tweets everything he hears. And whether there are aliens or not, there's definitely cool hidden stuff. He could be finding out the answers to conspiracy theories. Instead, he's only interested in the headlines about them. What a stupid, incurious idiot. Like, you could get real information about Project Northwood, MK Ultra, and whatever.
Yes, think about it. He would be the man who says, Bigfoot is real. Here, we've had one in captivity all this time. Yeah, he could turn his conspiratorial brain into this heroic kind of sort of the answer man. And he's ignored all of that. And so, listen, the guy's ignored greatness at every opportunity. He's never, ever, ever stood up to greatness when it knocks on the door. So why should we count on him to expose aliens? We all know they're there.
We do. And look, honestly, like I've said many times on the show, I definitely believe that there are aliens. I just find it hard to believe that they've actually been here, or that they would exist.
Area 51. I actually went there. Yeah, and I was chased away by armed guards when we were shooting How the States Got Their Shapes. And so I knew we were getting either close to aliens or just encroaching on a military complex.
It's hard to say. And then it's also hard to say how to respond to this news, because this person's former Israeli space security chief, a general, a professor, apparently a respected professional, But when you're saying that, for instance, we have an underground base in the depths of Mars where American astronauts and alien representatives work together. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe that. He must have known that when he said it.
As a Jewish lawyer, I'm very disappointed in this hokey thing. But there's a reason Israel doesn't have a giant space program.
Why is that?
I don't know.
He probably does, though.
Yes, he does.
He probably does.
But
by the way,
he's pretty sure that it exists, and yeah.
Well, interestingly, he didn't say that there were Israeli astronauts working with these people. He did put it all in the US. And he said, by the way, that President Donald Trump is aware of the extraterrestrials' existence and had been on the verge of revealing information, but was asked not to in order to prevent mass hysteria. Yeah, he wouldn't want to cause a panic or anything.
Well, he also doesn't want that giant ass of his probed by the beings, by the aliens.
I guess I should be proud that it took us that long.
The aliens said,
but it was coming.
Even the aliens said, "We're not probing that guy."
Exactly, not interested. Stop offering.
Yeah.
Anyway,
put the diaper back on, and let's just call it a day. We're going back to Neptune or wherever the hell we came from.
Exactly.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.